Hi there, my name is Rahul, and today's video we are going to cover the CRM setup. So Nomi is specifically designed to cater to the needs of accountants and bookkeepers, empowering practices like yours to operate smoothly and efficiently. With Nomi, you can generate quotes with a fully integrated pricing matrix and send letters of engagement for e-signature, all within just 30 minutes of setup. Our user-friendly and thorough onboarding process ensures that you experience a hassle-free transition. Join the bandwagon of UK accountants and bookkeepers who already rely on Nomi to streamline and enhance their practice. In CRM, we will cover all the important key areas, starting from creating or importing the clients, adding a contact, setting up the practice details, updating the communications through which you can set the organization emails and SMS. Workflows are in place which help you automate reminders and create your own workflows, value pricing matrix and how you can tailor it as per your needs. Web forms will help you automate leads, set up the letter of engagement templates, automate KYC, customize default templates and manage the onboarding site. Payment options through which you can get the contract amount into your bank, agent authorization setup, automation of confirmation statement and company's house credentials, billing the clients, adding users, setting up emails, enabling fee protector so that you can cover the fee leakage, pick list to edit options in Nomi CRM, creating checklists for tasks and managing the value added services. Now, as we click on CRM, it takes us to the client's dashboard where all the clients are listed. It shows you how many clients you have had in the past 30 days, how many have left, the total number of clients and the revenue generated, how many are assigned to you and how much revenue generated from them. You can use the template file and import all the clients in Nomi CRM. So you can click on import, and as you will click on import, you will find that there is a template file provided. You can download it. The sample data is there. You can take the help of the sample data. Alternatively, you can contact us and we'll help you in importing the clients as well. Once you import the clients or add the clients manually, then they are listed on the compliance as well. If you want to add them individually, you'll have to click on this new client, and from here you can add different types of clients, whether it's like a limited company or LLP or the sole traders or individuals. Now, in case of limited companies or LLPs, you can directly import the data from company's house, and the director records and partner records are then set up as contacts under the contact section on the left hand side. After this, we have the contact section. So under contacts, whenever we are looking forward to import or add any contacts there, we have to just click here like add contact, or we can import them in bulk using the template file. And whenever we add the limited companies or the LLPs, then the partners and the directors, they are also added as the contact. If you want to import them as a contact, then they get listed on the screen. So if I click here, then we can see that the summary details are there, and we can then update the title, the first name, last name. Then after that, we have to update the gender. The email address is there. If it is not mentioned, you will have to update the email address, the phone number, the date of birth as well. And after this, we can click on client. We can save the changes first and then we can click on client. On the screen, we can mark the person as a member or the director and then click on save changes. Let's say if they are associated with some different company, then we can enter the name and then we can update them as a director as well and click on save changes. If they are shareholder, we can update the shareholder related information. Then we can update the ID and address. So here we have the residential address. We can update that. And if we have given the portal access, the document portal access to the contact, then they can also update this information from their end. Then we have the compliance. So under compliance, we'll have to update the personal UTR and we also have to update the national insurance number. Then we have the operations. So under operations, we can then create a self-assessment record directly from the CRM. We have to just tick this checkbox. As we click the tick this checkbox, then an individual is created. This contact is created as an individual in compliance as well. And we also have a portal user access. So if we tick this checkbox, we get a support start and end date. And as we click on save changes, we'll find a self-assessment reference number here, and on the email which was mentioned under summary, the software will send an email invite. In that invite, the username will be the email address, a password generated by the software, and a link. So the contact, they can click on that link and then they can log in online, and they can then update the information from their end, that is their personal information, address related details, and like a copy of driving license or the passport. All that they can do from there. They can also share the documents. This is a document sharing portal which is provided to the contacts, and they can share the documents, the business documents, personal documents, and you can also share the documents with them. So we have to just click on save changes, and this is how we can send the portal invite to the customers. After importing the clients or adding them manually and creating the contacts, then the next step is the accountant setup. So to get everything in place, we have to update the settings, and we'll have to navigate to the accountant setup for that. Now under the accountant setup, we have practice as the first tab, and we have to update the information related to the practice firm, such as accountant practice type. Based on the selection such as company, LLP, partnership or sole trader, the next few columns will update. If you make the selection as company, then the next column will be the company name, and you can enter the firm's name. If your practice is registered as a limited company, it will then make a company's house search and populate the information such as company number, registered office address, etc. You will have to select the incorporated in, that is the country in which the company is incorporated. For LLPs, it will be similar, and for sole trader and partnerships, you will have to enter the data manually. After updating the basic information, you can update the trading as name, which can be different to the practice name. Then you can update the trading office address and include this instead of the registered office in the letter of engagement. Next is your bookkeeping profile. So you can choose the bookkeeping profile from here. And once you select the firm's name from the drop down, and whenever you raise any invoices in CRM, then they get listed in the bookkeeping, and all the clients also are updated as customers in the bookkeeping module in compliance. Now please note that you have to add your firm's record in compliance with the bookkeeping and funnel account service. You can update the email, website and telephone number, and also upload the logo. The logo should be of a banner size, and this gets updated in quotes and contracts, that is the letter of engagements, professional clearance letters, and a few other emails and the letters which we send. If you have a practice tagline, then you can mention it as well and provide VAT details if the firm is registered for that. And you can choose the brand colors as well, that is the primary, secondary and tertiary. So you have to just click on this, and from here you can choose the brand colors. Now you will have to update the director details. Since the firm type is a company, then we have to update the director details. Otherwise, like in sole trader, you have to update the owner details, that is their role, name, email and telephone. After updating all the information, you can click on save. Once you click on save, you will get a success message, and then we can proceed further on the next tab, that is comms. Under comms, you can verify the email using default Nomi SMTP, which is backed by AWS. Here you have to mention the email address and click on verify. An email is sent by AWS to your inbox for verification, and as you click on the link in the email, then it shows that verification is complete, and you can send the letter of engagements, that is quotes and contracts, through Nomi. In case you want to use your own SMTP, then select the provide your own SMTP, and then you will have to update the details here. We always recommend you to use the default Nomi SMTP as it is hassle-free and easy to use. Then we have the SMS setup, where you can update the SMS setting by updating the sender ID. Here you can enter your name, firm name or mobile number. Please make sure that you do not enter any special characters, and the letters should not be more than 11. In the case of a mobile number, you can enter 16 digits. After SMS, you can update the letter sign off, that is the signature. This is displayed on quotes and professional clearance letters. Here you can copy and paste the signature, and any images as well you can upload under this section. So to upload the image, you can click on this and then you can click on upload. you can choose the file. Once you choose the file, you will have to click on send it to the server and click on OK. And then you will see the image. You can resize the image then and there and then save the image. And then you'll see the signature here. After this, we have workflow in place. So as we click on workflow, we can enable automated emails to be sent to leads, lead owners, clients, and account managers when deadlines are due for year-end accounts and confirmation statements for respective clients or leads. So we have to just switch on this toggle button, and then after that we can send the email to the lead or the lead owner. We can choose how many days before this should be sent. So all that we can manage from here. And we also have a very good feature, which is the client company status changed alert email. So if you enter your email here and if you switch it on, then if there is any change on the status of the company, so if there is any change in the status of the company on the company's house, then the software will send you a email that this is a change. Let's say it has been changed from active to strike off. So you will be notified that by the software, and the same is also updated within the software. In case you're looking to create your own workflows, then you have to just click on this new workflow. When you click on new for workflow, then you can set up your own workflows here. Let's say you want to send an automated email whenever you onboard a new client. So as soon as they sign the contract, you want to send them a welcome email. So this is something you can onboard from, like you can automate from here. You have to just select that this is a lead module, provide in a description here. Once you provide the description, then you have to specify when this workflow should be executed. So you can say only on the first save. So this is like the first time you're saving the record under the clients. So, or until the first time the condition is true. So you can set up a condition as well, and you can click on next. It will take you to the condition screen where you can set up a condition, and as you click on next, you will be on the screen, and here you have to set up the condition. Let's say the client status is active, and then after that we can click on next and we can draft the email and finish this workflow. Once we click on finish, then this particular workflow is in place, and whenever we are setting up a lead and sending them the quote or a contract and they sign it electronically, then this workflow is triggered as soon as they sign the contract. This is something just for the example purpose I have covered. There might be few things which we have to correctly set up here, then only the workflow will work. So this is just to show you as an example. After this, we have the pricing. So we have offered the value pricing matrix, which includes all the industry standard services with predefined prices. As prices are different for every firm, then you may edit them accordingly. So if we see all the services, then on the screen, all the services are listed, such as company formation, company year-end accounts. So what is the pricing driver? The prices, that is how you are billing the customer. It is based on the turnover. And it's an active service. It is related to the company secretarial, and it is for different business types. So inquiry type is like different business type, that is small business, large business, contractor, property business. So they all are a part of the inquiry type. Then we have a service sold category. So service sold category means that how you're selling the service. Are you selling the service with just the package, or you're sending or you are selling that standalone, or you're selling it as both with the package as well as standalone. So that also you can select. To edit any of them, you can click on this right hand side. So you can see all the services here then are created, and as well as the packages are also created based on the business type, that is company, sole trader, partnership, LLP. We can see here. So as we can see, these services and packages then are created based on the business type, that is company, sole trader, partnership, LLP or individual. And inquiry type includes small business, large business, construction, partnership, LLP, property, all that. So to configure a service, you will have to select the pricing driver, that is how you're charging the customer, that is on the turnover basis, or let's say if it is this service is related to the payroll, you can set it on employee basis, or the payroll inputs or the bookkeeping inputs you're charging them. so that you can switch from here. So if I change it to bookkeeping inputs, we can see that now the variable has changed to total monthly bookkeeping transactions. If we are doing a payroll service, we can include the payroll inputs, and we can see under payroll inputs, we have type of payslip. So if we are doing only wages, then for 1 unit, we are charging £5. That is, for generating one payslip, we are charging £5. And if we are doing wages and pension calculation both, then for 1 unit, we are charging £10. So you can change all this, and similarly, whenever we are creating any quote and contract, then you can define these pricing drivers, like what is the input. You can define the input there, and then based on that the prices are determined. So this is how you can make the changes. You can create new services as well, and to create a new service, what you will have to do, you will have to click on this add service, and once you click on add service, you can then give the service name, inquiry type, business type, then a pricing driver you can choose from here. You can give the category 1, that if it is a company formation, then it is related to the company secretarial. So like that, you can give the category 1, category 2, that it is a part of a bookkeeping or advisory, and then the service sold category. So you can select both, where it will be sold as a one-off, or you can select it as both or with the package only. So that is up to you, and you can then create a service. If you need any help while creating a service, then you can contact us on support@nomi.co.uk, and we'll be more than happy to help you on that. Now, apart from services, we also have packages, and then we can click on packages here. So as you can see on the packages, we have these packages such as standard, light, and premium. These 3 packages are there for different types of inquiries like construction, contractor, small business, large business, and sole trader, partnership. And for private, we have a self-assessment package. So let's say you have created the services of your choice, and then you want to add the packages as well. So you can come onto the screen and add a package, and you can include the services in that package. And similarly, if you make any changes in any of the services, then these packages are updated automatically. And you can also come onto the screen and you can edit a package as well. So to edit a package, what you have to do, there are 2 ways to do it. You can click on the edit icon in the right hand side, and here you can make the changes in the default package price or the minimum package price, and the discounts and everything will change. And apart from that, you can also click on the name of the service. So let's say click on the name of the package. So let's say it's standard. So if we click on this, and then we have these options on the right hand side. So here we have update, so it will show you a trail of all the changes made to this package. If you click on this, then documents are there. So if you want to upload any documents related to this package, you can see here. Then you can see how many leads, for how many leads you have created this package. So you can see on the screen, and for how many clients did you use the package, it will show you the billing and everything. Similarly for contacts, if you have created, and then we have the services. So under services, all these services are a part of this package. Now, if you want to remove any service, you can just delete it. And if you want to add more services, then you can click on select services. And as you will click on select service, it will allow you to add more services to this package. So you have to just click on this, and then on the screen, you'll find a pop-up and you can select the services of your choice. So this is how you can customize a package as well. And once you customize the services and packages, then you can offer them as a part of your quote and the contract, that is the letter of engagement. Now after the pricing, we have few other options here, like if you want to include the selected services in the packages, you can set this to yes. How much maximum discount you want to offer on the ad hoc services. If you're looking to display individual services, individual service price in custom quote, then you can set this to yes, because when we create a quote, we can then display individual prices, that for 10 different services, what are the charges. And let's say if you don't want to show this to the customer, you just want to show them that you're charging £1,000 for the complete year and you're offering 10 services. So they'll not be able to check what is the individual price for every service. So you can set this to no. And then we have above threshold discount approved by. It means that if any staff members, they are then sending the quote and the basic discount they can offer is 10%, but let's say they want to offer more discount, then they can request a discount approval from you. So you can select the name of the users who can approve the discount, and then you can click on save. So once you make all the changes here, the next one is web forms. So once you make all the changes here, you can click on save, and then we have the next as web forms. So as we click on web forms, we can then create a web form, which is nothing but a contact us page. So web forms streamline lead automation by creating a web form and integrating the iframe and HTML code into your website. You can generate a contact us form, and any information left by visitors will automatically set them up as leads in Nomi. So you have to click on create web form, and on this page you have to choose the options like to input a name for the web form, then a return URL, and after that you can choose the fields here like email, phone, postcode, description, company name. You can rename them, these web form names, first name, last name, all of them, and you can mark them as mandatory as well. So let's say you want the first name, last name, email, and the phone number of the person as a mandatory field so that you can contact them, and you can then click on save, and this form gets created. Once the form is created, you can then share this HTML code or the iframe code with the technical team at your end, and they will include this in the website. Then we have letter of engagement. Under the letter of engagement, you have the option to update the terms and conditions information for the letter of engagement, and so you can choose Nomi's template, and after that you can select the name of the affiliated accounting body, and once you choose this, then you can further customize it under the templates. If you want to upload your own template, you can do that. You can input the continuity accountant's name, address, and your terms and conditions URL if it is available on the website. So continuity accountant would be like in your place. If like you're not able to give the services, then who would be the person who would carry on with those services? So you can just enter their details. The escalate to column is automatically updated from the practice section. Once you complete, you have to click on save. In the e-sign section, you can include a director guarantee letter to secure director guarantees in case of unpaid dues by the client. Next, you can input the authorized signatory's name, whose e-sign is a standard part of every contract in your firm. You can upload the e-sign of the authorized signatory, which will be displayed on every contract by default. If you wish to include anyone in BCC, please update their email address accordingly. Lastly, choose a font for your letter of engagement LOEs and click on save. For the quotes and reference, choose between PDF or HTML link. We recommend using an HTML link for a more professional appearance. Preview the quote template and select from the available options. So you can click on this PDF icon and preview it. At the moment, you cannot upload template for quotes or contracts. In the contract reticule section, choose whether the registered office address or trading address should be listed on the contract. So you can select it from here, and then you can select the letter of engagement template that best fits your needs. Remember to click on save after making changes in each section. Additionally, you have the option to provide a quote introduction and upload any award logos you may have received or been shortlisted for based on the selected template under quotes. Then we have KYC as the next option. Automating KYC process is a fantastic feature that greatly streamlines administrative tasks. Rather than manually conducting KYC checks for each person, this automation handles the process efficiently. To activate KYC automation, simply toggle the switch to yes and set the frequency of checks either every 365 or 180 days from the initial verification. So that you can enter here. Moreover, you can customize the reminders by specifying when the first and second reminder emails should be sent and to whom, be it the account manager or the client. In case of no response, the software will proceed with the KYC submission based on the data provided in the KYC form. And it's crucial to ensure all individual data is up to date for a successful KYC check. If you don't want to submit an automated KYC check, then please set the option to no, in case no response is received from the managers or the clients. This will still help you in reminding the customers or account managers that KYC check is due. Next is templates. So we've included a selection of 30 templates within Nomi, all of which are fully customizable. You're free to adjust any text as needed, but please note that formatting changes are not permitted. To edit a template, simply click on its name or use the edit icon located on the right side of the screen. After this, we have onboarding. So any customization on the onboarding steps you can do here. And task is the first one. So on the screen, you have the ability to both create new steps and modify existing ones. These steps constitute a checklist used by managers during the onboarding process. So you can edit it from here if you want. You can add new tasks as well. Then we have contract. So you have the option to input a URL for clients to be redirected to immediately after signing the contract. This ensures that they are directed to your website where they can access additional information, enhancing the professional appearance of your interactions. Then we have the professional clearance. So we have provided numerous sections within professional clearance. Should you require additional ones, simply click on the plus add section option to create specific requirements. For data from the previous accountant, a letter is then generated as a part of the professional clearance process, granting the accountant 14-day access to the document portal for sharing all necessary documents. We'll now move to the payment section. So by default, you'll always find direct debit, manual, and bank transfer as payment methods, but you can add others like Stripe, direct debit, Go Cardless, PayPal, and standing order. For that, you have to just click on new payment type, and from here you can then choose the payment types. Ensure to update the corresponding bank details and access tokens as needed by editing these payment methods. Once added, they become the part of the contract. With direct debits, once the client signs the contract, the software sends them a direct debit mandate, facilitating payment collection from your customers. Then we have the agent authorization, the 64-8 request. So the agent authorization feature enables you to store your agent ID, agent password, and username. Your agent username and password are the same as your usual agent login credentials. When you log in online on the HMRC agent portal, you will find the agent IDs for every service that you have to mention under agent ID. These details are essential for sending the 64-8 agent authorization request as part of the onboarding process. You can also manage them separately through the client section. If the 64-8 request fails with an error 1046 authentication failure, you can attempt to resolve it by entering the username in the agent ID field and the agent ID in the username field before resubmitting the request. Now we'll move to Companies House. To file a confirmation statement with Companies House or incorporate a company, you'll need a presenter ID and presenter authentication code. Additionally, updating your first name and last name, last 3 digits of your birth town, phone number, and passport number is required. Ensure you select yes to indicate that you are submitting directly to Companies House using Nomi's Company Secretarial module. If you wish to receive emails regarding CS submissions, you can enable this option as well. Nomi offers an incredible feature of automating the confirmation statements. With this automation, the software sends automated confirmation statement approval request emails to clients, reconciles information from Companies House, and sends drafts for review. If there are no changes, it submits the confirmation statement to Companies House, notifying you of any changes made. Additionally, it generates automated invoices for submitted statements. So here you can also set up the income type, description, gross amount, and the VAT rate. Now this automation will eliminate the need to manually file confirmation statement forms for each client, saving significant administrative time. Next is invoicing. Under the invoicing, you have the option to bill your clients directly from Nomi CRM. You can customize the default template and include your bank details as needed. Then we have the users. So you'll be able to view all active users in the CRM and adjust their access levels as needed. Then email settings are there. So Nomi CRM offers a two-way email integration feature. When you send emails to your clients and they respond, you receive their responses directly within the CRM. This ensures you can keep track of all communication seamlessly. To set up this feature, start by configuring your email and entering the incoming server details. If you're using Gmail, generate an app password by logging into your Gmail account online. For other email service providers, select the other email option and update the relevant settings accordingly. Then we have the user email setup, which gives a clear indication of whether the email setup has been completed for each user or not. Then signature is there. So users can update the email signature, which then automatically becomes a part of their emails whenever they send them to customers. And finally, the user email settings. In this section, you can specify the default email under Nomi settings and verify it through AWS. If this matches the email used in communications, it will be updated automatically. Alternatively, you can also update your own SMTP settings by clicking on Provide Your Own SMTP. Then we have an excellent feature to prevent fee leakages. The fee protector banding needs to be enabled first. You'll set various variables for driver names such as turnover, number of transactions, etc. The advantage is that if any of the variables exceeds the contract limit, that is, the contract is signed up to 85K in turnover and exceeds the threshold, the software alerts you via email, allowing you to renew the contract promptly. So here you can select the variable, and once you set up the variable, then you can click on Save. Then we have a pick list editor. So with the pick list editor, you can generate options within CRM. For instance, if you plan to provide an offer code for a discount in upcoming contracts, you can add that discount offer through the pick list editor in Nomi. So here you'll have to select leads. So here you can select offer code, and you can see all the offer codes here. You can add a value. Once you click on add value, you can then add an offer code here. Then we have task management. So in task management, it will enable you to incorporate distinct checklists for clients, leads, and contacts. These checklists serve as the basis for generating tasks for each respective category. To create a checklist, simply click on plus add checklist located on the right side of the screen, and this action will redirect you to the new checklist screen. To get started, enter a checklist name like final accounts or corporation tax, and then begin crafting the sub-steps. So we'll enter the name final accounts. Let's take, for example, the initial step of requesting records from the client. Here you'll specify the due days for the subtask. So let's say 1 day after the period end. And after this, we have to fine tune the reminder settings, whether they should be sent before, after, or on the day of the subtask is due. So we can say after the subtask is due. Should the subtask become overdue, the system automatically send reminder on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. So we can then enable it, and we can on a weekly, daily, or monthly basis send the reminder emails as well. And now for added efficiency, we will utilize the automation feature. So a pop-up window will appear, allowing you to configure reminders via email, SMS, or even set tasks to autocomplete. Within this interface, you can specify the type and recipient of the reminder. So you can send it to the client, you can send it to the account manager, lead owner, subtask owner. So you can also assign the sub steps to different users. Now we'll select account manager here. Now we have to determine when the reminder should be sent about the subtask due date along with the trigger date for send. Finally, we have to craft the content of the email or SMS accordingly, and we can also set up the multiple reminders for a single subtask from here. So we'll be able to see that these are the multiple reminder emails. Similarly, as we've created the subtasks, we can also create it for leads and contacts with similar ease and precision. We also have the automated tasks. So within the automated task feature, you can establish tasks for VAT and year-end accounts, leveraging the checklist you've devised. As deadlines for VAT or final accounts approach in the deadline section, automated tasks are generated and assigned to the designated account manager. So we can choose the checklist from here and click on Save, and this is how we can automate the tasks. Then we have the notifications. So you can modify the notifications related to leads and tasks. You're restricted to text related changes only, with no formatting adjustments permitted. And finally, we have the value added services. Under the value added services, you can set up reminders and automate the process of tax investigation cover. For every client, there is a value added service tab in the client section where we have a tax investigation service. Under that, there is a tax investigation service end date for the customers who have availed the service earlier, and then the software will send them reminder emails that they can renew the service. If the date field is empty, then you can send the clients a reminder on a monthly, quarterly, or yearly basis so that they can subscribe to the tax investigation service, and based on their response, you can connect with them. There's also an option where if they want to be contacted in future, then we can send them a reminder email again in a few days, and which you can set up here. In any given case, if they reject the quote, then the system will send them a disclaimer that they're liable for any costs involved in the HMRC investigation as they did not subscribe to the tax investigation cover. For all the communications, you can keep yourself in the CC list. In the next section, you can update the pricing of the tax investigation coverage and a percentage increase every year or month for different client types. Finally, you can also automate the invoices for this service. I trust you found this video valuable. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us at support@nomi.co.uk or give us a call on our support line to schedule a training session. We are here and eager to assist you in any way we can. Thank you.